Greetings YouTube, LMS Tactical here. It's like 5:30 in the morning. Mason the dog woke me up and I was checking out videos, and the channel is Just Police Videos. It's a YouTube channel and it was on my recommendations, and the video I watched was this officer involved shooting where the officer was hit twice in the vest and he survived, and him and a female officer took the suspect down. It was a great shooting. The bad guy died, the officer survived thanks to his vest. But when I critique these officer involved shootings, it's not to take away from the great work that the officers did, but there's always something to learn, and we are remiss if we don't look at these things and discuss them so that we might save somebody else's life, some other officer. So with that in mind, don't take offense. I think it was a great shooting. They both did great work. They both survived, but let's look at some things that could have been done better or in the future to give some officers something to think about. So if you look at the video, and I'll try to include the link. I don't know if I can do it from my phone. I'm not that savvy, but I'll try to do it. Just Police Videos though, check it out if I don't put the link on. And so basically it shows the body camera footage from one of the female officer, and it also, my dog wants to play fetch here. It also shows some surveillance video inside the business where the bad guy's fucking around with his gun and he's waiting. And he, upon hearing the officers enter, he immediately takes a stance and he double taps the officer. and the suspect shooting was very good. I mean, he had two shots about that far apart in the lower right portion of the vest. Thank God the officer was wearing his vest, and thank God the guy wasn't aiming at his head. But that being said, there were two things I noticed that could have been done better, not taking away anything from these officers. One, the officer with the rifle that got hit, when he entered the building, he entered too fast, in my opinion. If he would have sliced the pie a little bit slower, he could have cleared that area where the suspect was without fully exposing himself, and of course he got hit. The suspect was not in there executing people. He did have a gun, so it was a high intensity call, but you could slow it down. Remember, slow is fast. You can slow down your entry a little bit and avoid walking into a guy that's waiting right there. The guy was right there, and thank God, like I said, the officer didn't get hit in the head. Now the female officer did some great shooting. She did a good reload, very fast reload. Everything was cool. But one thing, I've made so many videos on this, officers for whatever reason have this need to broadcast on the radio while they're in the middle of the gunfight, and I've always thought that was a terrible idea. Get your job done before you start talking on the radio. Your brain needs to focus 100% on putting the threat down. And if you're bifurcating your brain activity into body movements where you got to reach up, key a mic, think about what you're going to say, describe what's going on, and lead is still flying, you're kind of behind the curve. The asshole's just focusing on killing you, and you're focusing on two different tasks at one time. Look, you're in the gunfight, get it done. And the first thing that the other officers that are responding should hear is that the suspect's down or the officer's injured or whatever, but you don't need to describe what's going on while it's happening, because you're just putting yourself further behind the curve in terms of you're doing too much. You want to focus 100% on putting the threat down. That's my opinion. What do you guys think? Like I said, good job. I'm glad that both officers are okay, and the asshole is no longer with us. That's it. That's my thoughts. Let me know what you think. LMS Tactical. Stay safe, and I'm out.